Okay, guys, we are doing part two of the. Okay, guys, we are doing part two of the. We're doing part two of the Xbox showcase. We're doing part two of the. Find everything.
Morgan! Oh, you'll have better odds getting through without me.
God.
As they say.
Look at the bloody airships. We're not here for you.
Not here for me! I'm Anne fucking Darrow!
Time to lay our hands to mischief.
We've been preparing to rob Griswick's vault for months now. We're pulling the heist tonight, yeah? Morgan, get to that crane to lower the ship.
Greetings. I am the Miracle Industries auto-loading crane. If you have the authority, I am at your service.
What happens if I fired a few holes in you?
The lift is now unlocked.
Ah, defeat! How sad. You were all doing so well.
Do you expect us to go quietly?
Well, I certainly don't expect any trouble from some of Avalon's most disposable citizens.
Copa Novator said this kinda reminds me of Bioshock and Dishonored.
Yeah.
You've just jumped about 25 years back in time. This place, on this day, is ripe for changing the course of history.
This life ain't one for granting easy choices. But I just found a way to control the past. Change who's in control. Make things unfair. In our favor.
It does kind of look like
You a little toy
Bioshock.
with a big mouth.
What a proper little villain.
A better villain than you'll ever be, you decrepit old soak.
The pimp, the blood, the priest. Who do we like the least? Oh, it's different how they do ya. The ways they stick it to ya. And when they're done with chucking it up, oh, downstairs, well, they're all gonna
nothing's ever given to folk like us. Especially not the future.
Can you guys hear me okay and everything?
What more could an honest thief ask for?
Clockwork Revolution is an original experience full of intriguing characters and incredible world building. And it's an Xbox console exclusive coming in 2027. Thank you so much for joining us today. This is a milestone year for us as we celebrate 25 years with you, and we're excited about our lineup of iconic games. Record-breaking Forza Horizon 6, the return of Master Chief, rebuilt from the ground up, the extraordinary world of Fable, full
I bet you're
choice
excited
and
about that.
consequences. Incredible games from our partners at Sega, 4A Games, Koei Tecmo, and more. And players can look forward to 2 upcoming exclusives, Gears of War E-Day in 2026 and Clockwork Revolution in 2027. In a moment, we'll dive into Gears of War E-Day, but before we do, one franchise that has been with us from the beginning is Call of Duty. Now, it's bigger than ever, with a new Modern Warfare later this year and a movie on the way. Last month,
a movie
teams at
on
Infinity Ward and
Call of
Activision
Duty that
gave us a glimpse of the story
that don't
and
even look.
gameplay.
It sounds like
Today,
it's
they're
possible.
back with a first look at DMZ, reimagined in a way that only Call of Duty can deliver.
Cuphead! 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 No? Persona?
남부 차단 구역에서 발생했던 산업사고는 우리 공화국의 용적 투쟁으로 이미 수습되어 조국의 안전엔 흔들림이 없다. 차단 구역은 안전하다.
Inside the mall is a set of black files carrying bounty intel on a high-value target. Locate the files and eliminate the HVT. Expect contact. HVT may be in the area hunting anyone after that intel. Jeez, this place is huge. It's dark as hell. That's why you got NVGs, man.
Hey, I'm gonna head downstairs real quick. See if there's any weapons or gear laying around.
No, that's a negative. That's not why we're here.
I'm gonna be fine. It's only gonna take 2 seconds.
I say again, that's a negative. Okay, get your ass upstairs.
Shoot that bitch!
Let's go help him. Hell no. That's on him. I told him to get his ass up here. Copy.
Where are we at on the intel?
Got it. Alright. Let's find that HVT.
On you.
Overwatch to actual. Letting that intel compromise your location. Enemies are alerted to your position.
Shit.
Yeah, you know we're here.
Damn.
Okay. Alright, let's just find that HVT.
Oh shit.
Hey. Hold up.
What's up?
Let's just... Hey, you good, man?
Fuck.
Yeah, you're all right.
Alright.
that the HVT?
Hey, fuck the HVT. Let's just go to Expo.
Fuck!
That guy got shot in the chest. Can't you die from that?
I got you, man.
You good? Yep. Let's just get out of here.
Alright. Let me get some ammo.
Yep.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm not into the whole Call of Duty thing, though. I played like
I'm inside.
Get your ass to the roof right now.
Copy. Please have medical. Oh, thank you. Hey, Locker, you downstairs?
Negative. I'm headed up the ladder. Going up to the roof.
Oh, shit!
plane. Get to the chopper! Get to the chopper! Gears of War E.
Welcome to the Coalition, here in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, home of Gears of War. When Gears debuted in 2006, it instantly redefined the genre. And now in 2026, we're on the cusp of another rare moment. A chance to honor where we've been, celebrate with our fans, and lay the foundation for where Gears is going next. To get there, we're taking it all the way back to the day the world changed and the fight began, Emergence Day. It's a day of unimaginable loss that sits at the heart of our universe. And
Art
today,
of the
for the first
card!
time, we're ready to take you inside the studio and show you all the ways to play with our new movements, weapons, and modes that will make E-Day the most brutally satisfying Gears yet.
Is that all you got?
Before we talk about what this game is, I think it's important to share why we chose E-Day. When we started this project, we were moving to Unreal Engine 5. It was a new foundation with a blank slate. So, we took a moment to reflect on what makes Gears so special to us and to our fans. We realized that all of the things that make this world feel so unique, brotherhood, brutality, that melancholy beauty, and over-the-top spectacle, they're all perfectly set up in this one moment in time, E-Day. The moment the Locust ripped through the ground and changed the history of Seraph forever. And to tell that story, we wanted to build an experience that evoked the vibes of the original Gears game. So we started with this one still from the Mad World trailer. It's Marcus facing down the Locust, defiantly firing into the darkness against overwhelming odds. And we said, this is the emotional core of Gears. This is the tone and feeling that we wanted to build our next game around.
This is our most ambitious game yet. E-Day is a story we haven't been able to tell before because we didn't have the technology to do it. We finally have the tools to reimagine the Gears world at a new, unprecedented level of detail.
I'm not gonna say that. I don't want to say that, but
we're pushing Gears to new heights with the densest, most detailed world we've ever created.
Third person
with
feel on
large-scale environments.
It's even worse from up here.
Fully dynamic
Halo.
ray trace lighting. And richer real-time destruction. Starting with an empty hard drive, we literally rebuilt everything from scratch. Characters, enemies, weapons, animation, sound, the world itself. And then we tear it apart in front of you. You'll fight against bigger and more brutal enemies with new and craftier weapons, and navigate
It's like
the
Halo
battlefield
meets
with
Doom.
more natural character movement, so that every moment of emergence plays smoother and hits harder.
Halo meets Doom
This
meets
is a game that feels like Gears, but
Resident
plays like
Evil.
It's a return to the feelings that we had when we played the original games, but now reimagined, evolved, and enhanced with the power of a new engine.
E-Day is set before the events of the original Gears of War. After decades of conflict, peace has finally been declared on Serra, and the Gears have returned home.
Love you, baby.
Marcus Phoenix and Dominic Santiago are young veterans trying to adjust to civilian life while grieving the loss of someone they both loved. Carlos Santiago, Dom's older brother and Marcus's best friend.
To Carlos.
To Carlos. Best fucking brother anyone could ask for.
Carlos died in combat in a moment of sacrifice before the war ended, and without him, Marcus and Dom's relationship is distant.
Why are you echoing like that?
With the world just barely on the cusp of peace and our characters coming to terms with their new reality, the Locusts emerge and change everything.
The Coalition Emergency Broadcast System. There are reports of multiple tremors causing minor damage across Kelowna.
E-Day tells not one, but two origin stories. The start of this world falling apart and a brotherhood coming together. And over the course of 3 intense days, you'll see how loss reshapes this world and our characters, beginning with a night of desperate survival in a brand new city.
Oh shit.
We decided to focus our story on just one city, so you could really feel what war does to people. When we started creating Kelowna, we wanted it to be more than just a backdrop. We wanted to feel alive. Like it was another character in the story, packed with layers and personality. Kelowna used to be all about innovation and discovery. But years of industrialization for the COG War effort totally reshaped it. With such a rich history, it made sense to lean into that classic Gears retro vibe. Towering architecture, robust vehicles, and grounded technology. Kind of like those gritty industrial cities from the 1970s. We also looked right outside these windows at the mountains, the ocean, and local landmarks to help give Kelowna its unique style. As you play the campaign, the city reveals itself through the main districts. The historic center, with its classic Gears architecture in stone and steel. The downtown core, more modern, reshaped by decades of industrial growth. The military airfield, set at the forest edge with shipyards nearby, the refineries, and supporting working-class neighborhoods. built around constant emulsion production.
Gears plays best in a city, and Kelowna is the ultimate battlefield.
Ultimate battlefield.
Kelowna's density, tight streets, mixed with open spaces, let us rethink how gear moves through the world. And it created the perfect stage for greater scale.
Why didn't you just name it down? That's something sick. Ultimate battlefield.
Our soldiers are basically giant tanks in armor. They slam into cars, weaving through hails of bullets. And we wanted to keep that heaviness, but add more fluidity to how you move through the battlefield.
Gears of War. That sounds like,
cover is life in Gears.
That sounds like a name of a cheap movie.
And we've
Gears
completely
of
rebuilt
War.
our movement and cover systems, with smoother transitions and a bigger range of cover heights and shapes, including new low ground cover. And this all allows us to create more complex and organic feeling spaces than ever before. From Sprint, you can now slide, which lets you quickly get under objects, slide around corners, or transition more smoothly into cover from a run. And we added the ability to jump, which really opened up this citywide battleground. We get to play with more verticality, climbing walls and vehicles,
I would love to
clearing
see
gaps and
someone
crumbling
speed
buildings
out
to reach new flanking routes.
But
At the heart of our gameplay is still that great Gears combat puzzle. A mix of unique
That would
enemy
be-
combinations,
I don't know.
tactical weapon choices, and your ability to read and move through the arena. But now you have more choice than ever, and we get these peaks of almost action movie sequences. You can throw yourself off a balcony, land next to your buddy and revive him, scramble through cover, slide under a truck, and hit safety on the other side. We get these amazing Gears playgrounds, small and large, where all these elements come together, and the city is filled with them.
Our missions move across the city, from linear fights in narrow streets and alleys to more open districts, where you have access to entire neighborhoods. Now you have strategic choices. Do you take the enemy head on? Do you flank them from a side entrance? Or do you climb up to the balcony across the street and take them all out with your long shot? It's up to you. And if you're playing co-op with your friends, well, then you can try all three at the same time. Taking your own path reveals small stories from the city. Survivors trapped in an apartment.
There's a civilian in that building. 4th floor.
A raven crashed in the distance. A group of Gears readying an ambush. You still have your orders, but it's up to you to decide where you offer to help or how much of the city you choose to explore.
And that city is fully realized. To create a city of this scale and detail, we needed to invest in an entire suite of tools. Tools
Yeah,
for
and
roads,
we had to make
intersections,
such a-
sidewalks, e-holes, buildings, rooftops, and
Lane
pipes.
out.
We have a
Okay.
procedural content generation toolset for
But
scattering
this is not
millions of
much
pieces of
a game,
trash
so
and
it's
debris
not-
across the ground to make Kelowna feel lived in. This is the largest, most complex location you've ever seen in a Gears game.
But the board control is connected to an older antenna. I can reconfigure their radios to reach Afira.
Do it. The remaining Gears will hold the fort.
In other Gears games, the world's basically already dead. There are very few human survivors left. But in E-Day, you're watching a live city get ripped apart in front of you. People who once went to work, sporting events, and celebrated the possibility of peacetime are now stopped in their tracks. They abandon their cars and run for survival, attempting to find refuge in subways or stores. A glimpse of a child's toy or dinner left uneaten are reminders of what's been lost and the horror of what the locusts have unleashed.
Imagine the world like that.
You'll experience the Locust decimation at all scales in E-Day through our customized destruction technology. E-holes are back, unleashing waves of enemies from under your feet at any moment.
As a game design element, getting to use E-holes again as a spawn mechanic is brilliant. Locusts can come out of the ground anywhere, you can toss a grenade in to close them up, just adds this great tactical layer to encounters.
But you'll also encounter massive sinkholes that'll pull down vehicles and entire buildings. And no amount of detail is too small, as micro-destruction goes beyond what we've ever done before with chippable cover across a range of materials. Your impact is real, visceral, and leaves a mark on the world. Destroyed Beauty has long been a visual pillar of Gears of War, and we finally get to show the before, making the after hit that much harder.
Really? You want
that was once intact?
You want to show what the world is gonna be like?
Smoke and fire, and it feels completely different from how you first experienced it.
You want to show what the world's gonna be like?
The city's a character, and it's really under attack.
The world ends.
It's the fall of Kelowna.
E-Day is an intentionally intimate story. There's this colossal event going on in the plot, but the actual characters and the journey they go on is where you get to explore themes of burden, of loss, and of loyalty. The whole world of Gears is about characters. It's the nightmarish monsters from below versus the soldiers that hold the line in a war for survival.
You okay? No way this is real. It's pretty fucking real to me. On your feet.
This was our opportunity to focus on what makes Gears characters so special and what makes our enemies so iconic. The entire campaign is played from the perspective of our new squad, Bravo. As the invasion breaks out, you'll meet Megs Carter, a former Gear now sweating it out at Kelowna's emulsion refinery.
Now why don't you come talk shit when the ball drops? And quit going through my stuff.
And you'll also meet rookie cadet Lucas Reyes. A sharp comms officer who never made it to the front lines despite his dreams of military glory.
Holy fucking shit.
Megs and Lucas, together with Marcus and Dom, are four soldiers thrown together, fighting through tensions with each other while fighting the Locusts, ultimately forging their bonds in battle.
We follow Bravo Squad with our cinematic cameras, just like the intense war movies we love. The shots are intentionally gritty and a bit shaky, and leaning into these rough edges is what makes you feel like you're right in the middle of the action.
Bravo's story also intertwines with others called to defend the city, including returning characters like warrior philosopher Ty Caluso.
The roads converge again.
Don't know.
Marcus Phoenix. Ty.
And fans of the books will finally get to see the hard-ass Raven pilot Gil Gettner in-game for the very first time.
Let's go and fuck this mess.
Marcus and Dom are absolute legends. You can spot those strong jaws and thick necks from a mile away. But if you go too realistic, you lose those unique features that make them stand out. Honestly, Marcus just isn't Marcus if you take away his classic perma-scout. So instead of chasing perfect realism, we focused on making them believable and memorable, respecting the details that really make them who they are.
Material and character fidelity in Gears of War E-Day far surpasses anything we've been able to achieve before.
Oh, I thought she didn't gonna say anything you can do.
With 3 times more joints and over 350 facial shapes sculpted for each head alone to really represent the emotion in our characters. Marcus has more detail in his eyelashes than his entire character model did in the original Gears of War on Xbox 360.
Phoenix. Marcus. Sergeant, 26 RTI C Company. Next to kin,
I didn't hear myself at Xbox.
With the amount of layers we have, we've never had fidelity at this scale. Combined with a much more sophisticated animation rig, this allows us to have way more expressive characters with a huge range. From a small smirk
to yells on the battlefield.
Come and get some, you goddamn grubs!
Your experience takes on a new intensity. We're pushing the graphical limit with 4K Ultra HD resolution, native HDR10 rendering, hardware ray tracing at 60 frames per second in campaign and up to 120 frames per second in multiplayer.
When it comes to the Locusts, to make them more believable, we made them scarier. The drones are wild and vicious.
The Gnasher is going to get you the most satisfying shots, covering you in blood, or pop heads from afar with the long shot. We've revamped our favorite weapons for E-Day. And of course, we also have some fun new ones for even more brutal ways to tear your enemies apart. The new Gut Puncher grenade launcher is a COG weapon that fires armor-piercing explosive rounds.
I want to see game trailers, not fucking
or hold the trigger
documentary.
when it detonates. That means you can place a well-timed explosion behind an enemy protected by cover, or with practice, master its long-range lethal closing potential.
But both are pushed into uncomfortable territory. Like dragging a bone saw across a cello, creating dissonance that never fully resolves.
Where the hell are we?
And then there's the sound design. All chainsaws have voices. When it came to the sound for our Proto Lancer, it was important to us to track down the exact make and model that was recorded back in 2006 and rebuild it from the ground up using our new sound effects system. This chainsaw has a 14-inch blade with that signature meaty yet intimate sound, and when it revs, you can hear all the gnarly details. In terms of how you'll experience Kelowna, I always think about our acoustic system like this. I'm walking down a street and I hear the sound reflecting off the walls around me. Then I step into an alley and everything immediately tightens. I come back out into a wide space and the sound opens up again, almost like a cathedral. And it's not just those spaces, it's the transitions between them where the magic really
I want to see
That's
trailers
where things feel alive. That's acoustics in real time. Alone.
You got it,
Having the opportunity to have E-Day come out in the same year as the 20th anniversary